Hey guys, welcome back to Mad About Skin. If you're new to our channel, welcome. Here at Mad About Skin, we're passionate about helping you to get the most out of your skincare. So if you haven't already, now's a fantastic time to click that link below, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, and you won't miss out on any of our amazing future content. Now, in today's video, I am doing something which I love to watch myself here on YouTube, and that is a fall favourites video. Now, before you all come for me, people that live here in the UK, I am UK based, and we do call it autumn here in the UK, but I'm decided to title it fall favourites because fall, FF, it's alliteration, it sounds better. That's why I'm going with the fall, so don't read me to filth for that. And actually, I don't know which countries call it fall, which countries call it autumn, so leave me a comment below and let me know the country and what you actually call this season. But fall, autumn, whatever you call it, has to be one of my most favourite seasons of all because I love the coziness, the warmth, I love anything pumpkin spiced, I just love life itself. And another fan of fall, actually, someone who's joining me in the video today, this is my absolute fall favourite. This is my cat Marcel. Are you going to say hello, Marcel? Yeah, he's very friendly, but maybe he's a bit camera shy. But he's my actual fall favourite. But this is skincare based. You go down there, mister. This is skincare based. So I'm going to start with, well, I'm going to run through what my absolute favourites for this season is and why I use them in fall rather than some of the other times of the year. All these products are linked below, so if you are interested in purchasing any of them, just click on the link below. Now, one thing I am always a little bit dubious about with these videos when I watch them is sometimes it's a bit like an advertising ploy, which is basically like, oh, these are all things I absolutely love. And by the way, there's some links below. Click on them and I'll get some commission. That sort of sales pitch. However, on this channel, all of the money that's received from commission sales and affiliate links goes straight to charity. This year, we're partnering with Refuge, which is a women's domestic violence charity here in the UK. So, you know, it's not a sales pitch. It's just things I absolutely love. But if you did want to buy any of them, use the links below and a little bit of money will be going to charity. Right, enough waffle and let's get straight into it and start with where any good skincare routine starts, and that is with the cleansing step. You know, I don't mix my cleansers up that much month on month. My skin tends to get a little bit drier as we come into winter, and so I tend to look for more hydrating cleansers rather than oil controlling ones, but I don't mix it up that much. If you look on the shelf behind me, you'll see my holy grail favourite, and you'll all cringe and go, oh, this again, the Oat Cleansing Balm by the Inculist. That never leaves my side, always in my routine. But in autumn, when my skin does start to transition from a little bit oily to a little bit dry, I always reach for this one, which is the Alpha H Balancing Cleanser. I love Alpha H as a company, cruelty-free. I love a lot of their products. This one is lightly fragranced, but that doesn't bother me because I find with cleansers, you're putting it on and washing it straight off. So I don't tend to get any sensitivity or anything from a fragrance in a cleanser, so that's not an issue. And this, doesn't matter what your skin's doing, it just balances it. It's like magic. I don't know how they manage to do it. If you are a little bit oily, it balances you to matte. If you're a little bit dry, it hydrates. It's sorcery. I don't know how they manage it. It's also got aloe vera in there. I love aloe. It's calming, it's soothing. It's great for sort of like that chapped winter skin. So this is the sort of product which I'll start mixing in with the Oat Cleansing Balm as we come through from summer through to fall and into winter, and I absolutely love it. This is like the minute travel size. I do have the bigger size in my bathroom, but this is just easier to show on camera. But this is the Alpha H Balancing Cleanser. Definitely a fall must-have for me. Now, in terms of exfoliation, again, I tend not to mix it up too much. I find I reach for the lactic acid by The Ordinary. I'm using the 10% one at the moment. I actually did a whole video on that product, so I'll link it up there if you want to see a demo on it and a little bit more information about that product. I find lactic acid just better as we come into the drier months because for me, I don't find it as drying. It's got that hydration because, you know, not only is it a great exfoliator, it's also humectant. So it's adding moisture to the skin and retaining it rather than eliminating it like you can get with a glycolic acid. So I love my lactic acid. But I'm also reaching for this product at the moment, which is the Banish Pumpkin Enzyme Mask. I've talked about enzyme exfoliations on the channel before. It's like the newer form of exfoliation. 10 years ago, it used to be all about the scrubs. You know, we were talking St. Ives apricot scrub or nothing. That was kind of our approach to exfoliation. Then we went full circle and it was all about the exfoliating acids, like the lactic acid I've just mentioned, and the great benefits you can get from using an exfoliating acid, a chemical exfoliation. And then kind of along came a middle ground, which is an enzyme exfoliation. There's no abrasive nature to this, so it's not a scrub in any sense. But enzymes work by just nibbling away, eating, a little bit like, think of them like little mini Pac-Men that sort of like nibble away at the bonds which hold the dead skin cells onto the gorgeous glowing skin beneath. As we come into autumn and winter, our skin does dull. We tend to get a lower level of lower activity in the skin, such as cellular turnover, and so we don't eliminate those dead skin cells quite as much. Because our skin tends to be drier in winter as well, we tend to accumulate those dead skin cells a little bit longer, and we're just holding on to them, wearing them like a badge of honor, and we just don't need that in our lives. So I definitely would recommend a enzyme exfoliator if you want somewhere between the harshness of a chemical exfoliation and the scrub which you can get from a manual exfoliation. I love this product. Not only is it a really great tingly exfoliator, which if it tingles, you kind of know it works, which I love, but also it smells divine. If you think like pumpkin spice latte, but with like fresh, it's just got a really fresh smell. This is freshly made when they ship it to you, and it's got a shelf life of 6 months, so it won't last 6 months because you slather it on and it's just amazing. I use this once a week on usually like a Wednesday midweek. I tend to do it on a weekend. I'll do my peeling solution by The Ordinary, and this is kind of like my midweek exfoliation boost. It tingles nicely, which means it's working, but because it's mixed with some beautiful fruit extracts, it kind of leaves you hydrated as well as glowing. And I think pumpkin and enzyme is just a really great way of getting that glow back into your skin. So this is the Banish pumpkin enzyme mask. Again, I'll leave a link below, but this is fantastic. Really love it. Now, I guess the logical next step, once we've cleansed, we've exfoliated, would be to move on to my favourite skincare serums for autumn. Again, I do tend to mix it up a little bit in terms of serums as we move through the seasons, again, just to increase that hydration and make sure my skin is plump and hydrated, and also to bring back some of that luminosity and glow to the skin, which I tend to find. Leave me a comment below. Do you also find you're much more duller in terms of your complexion during autumn and winter than you are in summer? I kind of want to keep that glow year round. So one of the products I've reached for so much recently is this. This is the Hylamide Sub Q Skin. Now, they do a mist version of this, which I love, and it's been out of stock for months and months and months. And so one of our subscribers, Tom, said, oh, by the way, it's back in stock. So I jumped on and I've ordered 2 to be delivered. So they're in transit somewhere. I like the mist because I use it sort of like a toner and a spray just to keep my skin hydrated and fresh. It is super hydrating and I absolutely love it. But I've been using this in lieu of the mist, which I haven't been able to get my hands on. The Sub Q Skin is just like a peptide powerhouse complex. It's going to brighten the skin because some peptides can brighten the skin. It's certainly going to hydrate because peptides are very hydrating, but it's also just going to help to balance out the oil levels in the skin and just help to trigger some of that collagen production. So it's great for anti-aging, plumping, brightening. It's kind of just like an all-in-one amazing serum. It's got hyaluronic acid in here as well, so you don't need to have a separate hyaluronic acid step, which is fantastic. And it just brings all that moisture to the skin, locks it in, and so you know if you put this on a morning that your skin is going to be snatched, hydrated, plump and dewy, gorgeous all the way through the day. And so it's kind of just, it's become a holy grail for me. You can use the mist and this one together. I haven't done that for a while because the mist's been out of stock, but that just gives you that sort of hydration powerhouse. You're literally drenched when you use the 2 together, and I love that. So if you're struggling with the hydration levels in your skin, I would get the Sub Q Skin and the mist, mix them together. One is your toner, one is your serum, and you are good to go. Hylamide do really great multi-purpose serums. I know the trend recently has been for single active ingredient products, so you kind of do like a mix your own pick and mix skincare routine, and I love that. That's kind of the approach I go for. But sometimes when you just want a multi-pronged attack in one product to cut down on the number of steps in your routine, Hyalamide's a really good option. I did a whole video on them actually, which I'll link up there if you want to explore the brand a little bit more. But I love the Sub Q range. I think it's their standout products from their whole line, and would definitely reach for that as autumn comes. Now, coming on to vitamin C's. I find vitamin C quite drying for my skin. Some people say they don't notice any difference in the level of hydration with whichever vitamin C that they use, but I find that the stronger the vitamin C, the drier my skin tends to be, which is why recently I've been reaching for vitamin C derivatives, which offer all the benefits in terms of brightening of the skin, but they don't offer some of that drying and some of the sensitivity and that tingle that you can get with pure L-ascorbic acid based products. So I've been reaching for derivatives more. The one that I'm reaching for at the moment, because it's in an oil base, so it's all about getting that hydration back into the skin, is The Ordinary Ascorbyl Tetroisoparmate Hylamide serum in vitamin F. That is a whole mouthful, but I'll leave a link below, so you don't need to type that into Google. I'll leave you a link below. But this product is absolutely fantastic when it comes to hydrating, because it's in that oil-based vitamin F, fantastically nourishing for the skin and has great antioxidant properties. But also is the vitamin C derivative in here is going to just brighten the skin, give you that glow, and make sure you're not just focusing on the glow in summer, but you're glowing to the gods throughout the year. I absolutely love this product, and it's the one that I'm reaching for now. My skin is starting to dry up a little bit. I find it a bit too thick and rich for the summer months, and so I tend to go for another lighter derivative, but in the winter, absolutely fantastic. Another product I've been reaching for, which I guess is technically in the mask self-care element rather than a serum, but I'm going to include it anyway because it's vitamin C, is this, which is the NIP and FAB Illuminate Vitamin C Fix Face Mask. I love a sheet mask in winter and in autumn. I don't know why. You can use them year round, but something about having the fire on, you've got a hot drink going, a pumpkin spice latte, you're warm, you're cozy, and you pop a sheet mask on, and it just like is the ultimate luxury and self-care treat. So I love to do sheet masks as we come into like the darker, the evenings are drawing in, it's getting a little bit dark. Sheet mask is my way forward. This one I absolutely love. Again, vitamin C packed, but in derivative form, so it's not going to dry you out, but it's still going to give you that glow. And you leave it on 15 minutes. You get a light tingle, but this is absolutely packed full of humectants. So if you're feeling dry, but you still want that luminosity, this is a really good treatment mask to go for. Your skin will be glowing, but also really plump and nourished. And I think it's absolutely fantastic. It's also really packed full of the serum. I hate those sheet masks that you get out and they're almost dry before you put them on the skin. What is the point of that? You put this on the skin, and when you peel it off after 15 minutes, there's still loads of serum to scrape out of this packet and just smear onto the skin. Like, that's my top tip. If you buy a sheet mask, always like cut it open with some scissors and scoop out all the product that's remaining in here and just use it on the neck. Because I always think the neck never gets enough serum love. So use it on the neck, and that just gives you some extra, bang for your buck. Love that product. Now, coming on to, one more product which I will mention is if you're using a vitamin C derivative, which I've said I do in autumn and winter, they're not as, well, there is no scientific proof that they offer the same antioxidant protection as L-ascorbic acid, pure form vitamin C. So I think if you're using a derivative, it's really important to keep up your antioxidant game and add a separate antioxidant. Even in winter, when the UV rays aren't as bright and as intense, you still need the antioxidant protection in your life. And I'm using this, which is the NIOD Survival. I've talked about this on the channel before. It's got like so many different antioxidants in here that work at different wavelengths of light, protect you against blue light radiation and all sorts. I love this product. It's a holy grail for me. You can get the ones with SPF, which are fine, they're great, but for me, I just like to use the Zero, which is the plain antioxidant, and then just add my favourite Korean SPF. If you're wondering what my favourite SPF at the moment is, I actually did a whole video on Korean SPFs, which I'll link up there, but it's the Make Prem UV Defense Fluid. Love that product, and it pairs beautifully with the NIOD Survival Zero. Now, coming into the home stretch, we're just really reaching into moisturisers now. I've got two moisturisers which I absolutely love. This one is by Cult 51. This is a London-based brand. I spoke about them on this channel before. I can't remember. I think it was an unboxing video I did this. I've been reaching for this so often. This is a gorgeous. It looks luxury, but it's not got a super expensive price tag. But the smell, this is just like absolutely heavenly, divine. It's light, but it's rich, it's expensive. It just smells absolutely gorgeous. And this is a super rich night cream. So I slather this on my face at night. A little does actually go a long way. So slather's the wrong word. I put it on and I feel like I'm slathering, even though I'm only using a small amount of product. Put this on at night. I wake up the next morning and my skin just looks like I've had a million hours sleep. So I love that, because I think night creams are where you want a slightly more occlusive formula. So it's actually sitting on the skin and nourishing while you sleep. Whereas during the day, I don't want to feel like I'm weighed down and wearing a mask. So it's a really great option. During the day for my moisturizer, I stick to the ordinary natural moisturizing factors plus hyaluronic acid. It's boring, it's basic, but you know what? It does the job. It's inexpensive, and it's a really rich hydrating product that doesn't leave you feeling like you're wearing that mask. If I'm a little bit dry, I want to up my hydration game. My top tip has always been to add a couple of drops of rosehip oil. You can add any oil that you like, any facial oil that you go to, but I go to rosehip oil because it's compatible with oily skin and helps just to tone down some of my acne flare-ups and breakouts. 2 drops of this. into the natural moisturising factors, smear it on the skin, you get that added boost of hydration, but because it's a dry oil, you don't feel like you're getting extra like greasiness or that you're wearing that mask. That's like my top tip, and this one's by Baja Basics, which I love. Gorgeous brand, made out in Texas, I believe. Really great brand. But also the Ordinary do a rosehip oil, which I also use and is fantastic. I'll link both below, but really inexpensive way of just upping your moisturisation game. Now finally, I don't usually go for hand creams and separate body creams, but I've been tempted. Some by Face Theory, gorgeous. And this was sent to me. This is the Nursum, which is a fantastic brand here in the UK, and they donate to healthcare workers every time you buy one of their products. So you buy one of these, and then they donate one to an NHS healthcare worker, you know, either a midwife, nurse, doctor, whatever. So you're giving back, which I think is fantastic, especially in, you know, the current climate. But this hand cream, absolute lifesaver. I've got one by my vanity at the moment. I always slather this on after I wash my hands. Let's be honest, even though normally our hands are dry in winter, because we're washing our hands so much more currently, our hands are really chapped and dry. So you need a super hydrating product, cruelty free, which is great, and smells like geranium and loveliness. So definitely recommend this as a hand cream. They ship internationally with the exception of the US, which is a shame, but I think it's something to do with the export license, but everyone else can get their hands on it. And I would fully recommend this product. It gives back to charity at the same time has been a really good product. Who doesn't love that? So guys, there you have it. You have my autumn favourites. Now I am going to give a shout out to everyone in the southern hemisphere that aren't actually going into autumn or fall at the moment. You're probably just getting ready for summer and enjoying all those summer vibes. So if you're living in a country where you're approaching summer, I'm sending lots of love to the New Zealand, any Aussies amongst us, sending lots of love, and hopefully you can pause this video and watch it again in 6 months' time when you're ready to enter fall wherever you are. If you're living in the northern hemisphere, let me know what your favourite fall products are and those that you're going to be switching up into your skincare routine as we approach fall and winter. And wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.